What's up, guys? It's December 17th, which means we are doing Luke 17 today. If you are new here, we are reading a chapter of Luke every single day, so that way by the time Christmas rolls around, we have read the whole Gospel of Luke and learn about Jesus and his culture, or not his culture, about how he lived and who Jesus was and all about that. So Jesus starts off Luke 17 by saying, things that cause sin will inevitably occur, but woe to the person through whom they occur. Because God knows sin is going to happen, but don't be the reason someone sins. Like, don't be going out causing people to sin, because that's not what Jesus would do. That's not representing Jesus. That's not showing the love of God. And obviously you're going to mess up. You're not going to be perfect, but still strive and do your best to not cause other people to sin. It says in verse 4, if your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. And if he wrongs you 7 times in one day and returns to you 7 times saying, I am sorry, you should forgive him. Because that's what Jesus would do, and that's what Jesus does to us every single day. Because every single time you sin, that is you going against Jesus, and every single time you come back, that is you saying, I'm sorry, and changing. Next, God talks about faith, and it says that if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you would say to this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it would obey you, because God is all about faith. When you have faith in him, God can do anything. Next, Jesus healed 10 lepers, and Jesus was like, go show yourselves to the priest. And as they were going, one of them realized that he had been healed of his leprosy, and he returned glorifying God in a loud voice, and he fell at the feet of Jesus and thanked him. And he was a Samaritan. Jesus said in reply, 10 were cleansed, were they not? Where are the other 9? Has none but this foreigner returned to give thanks to God? Then he said to him, stand up and go. Your faith has saved you. So always remember to give thanks to God for your blessings, for the things he's brought you from, for the things he's done in your life. Just always remember to bless God and glorify him and thank him for everything. Don't bless God. God blesses you. Thank God for your blessings. I'm sorry. I'm tired, guys. So if I mess up in this video, I'm sorry. The final thing I want to talk about is the coming of Jesus, pretty much, because it warns us. It says in verse 23, there will be those who will say to you, look, there he is, or look, here he is. Do not go off, do not run in pursuit. For just as lightning flashes and lights up in the sky from one side to another, so will the Son of Man be in his day. But first he must suffer greatly and be rejected by this generation. It then talks about how in the generation of, it will be like the generation of Noah, and how they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day that Noah came in the ark. Like, Noah got an ark and then the flood destroyed them all. So that's what's going to happen when Jesus comes back again. People are going to be living on their lives, and then Jesus is going to come back, and it says, on that day, a person who is on the housetop and whose belongings are in the house must not go down to get them, and likewise a person in the field must not return to what was left behind. Remember the wife of Lot, Jesus, God instructed her to not look back, or else she would turn into a pillar of salt. And she looked back, and she turned into a pillar of salt. So it's like a little womp womp moment there, not gonna lie. But it says in 33, whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses it will save it. I tell you, on that night there will be 2 people in one bed, one will be taken, the other left, and there will be 2 young women grinding meals together, one will be taken and the other left. They said to him in reply, where, Lord? He said to them, where the body is, there also the vultures will gather. It's kind of dark, but I don't know if you ever heard of the saying, no God, no how, no God, no how. So basically it goes, no God, so K-N-O-W, God, and then N-O, hell. Saying if you know God, you will not go to hell. But if you don't know God, N-O, God, you will know K-N-O-W, hell. So if you know God, you won't know hell. If you don't know God, you will know hell. So yeah, see Jesus, get a relationship with him. I don't care if you feel like you have no reason to come to God, because at the end of the day, we all need Jesus. And if you feel like your earthly life has no reason for it, your soul needs Jesus. So yeah, I love y'all. Jesus loves you more. I'll see you tomorrow.